Ashneer Grover is pushing back finally. He is alleging that there was oppression and mismanagement at BharatPe, and he has moved NCLT, the National Company Law Tribunal, to address some of the pressing issues that he believes will affect the company and his future. Krishnakumar continues to be with me. Krishna, Ashneer Grover, after battling a lot of allegations, FIRs, ED probe, is now finally pushing back. He moved NCLT, and there's a long plea that he's put in.
Yes.
That plea includes allegations of oppression and mismanagement by board of directors of BharatPe, as well as asking NCLT to bring about a status quo, revert to all the decisions that he took, and remove and put a pause to any decision that directors and board of directors can take henceforth.
True. And let's remember, just to jog everybody's memory back, it was March 2023 when Ashneer Grover was finally shunted out of the company by the board of directors. And he's got 7 demands. Let me recount what those 7 demands, the 7 things that are part of his plea at the National Company Law Tribunal, or NCLT. Number 1, to declare the actions of all the board of directors as quote-unquote oppressive. There you go. Number 1. Number 2, any change in management of the company by altering its board of directors as void. That is number 2. Number 3, direct an audit of BharatPe by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Number 4, to revert back any new shares or ESOPs that have been issued since Ashneer Grover's resignation in March 2023. And number 5, reinstate Ashneer Grover as managing director and revoke Madhuri Jain's termination, his wife Madhuri Jain's termination. Number 6, remove board members included after Grover's resignation in March 2023. And number 7, to retain Ashneer Grover's restricted shares in the company at the price offered by the company for buyback. To put simply, these are the...
He's going the Sam Altman way.
But, I mean, board versus founder, I mean, another
not
question.
New. Same old, same old.
And he's also saying the same thing, like, ever since, he's been shunted out, it's not just been him. So many other officials in the company are out of the company, including the founder and the CEO. So what are you talking about? You have to look at the company and what is wrong with it. And let's not go into how much he's had to say against Mr. Rajneesh Singh and his conflict of interest and the board. And so clearly he's using terms like oppressive. So, which is to say the actions of the board are completely null and void because they were oppressive actions, not meant in the best interest of the company. And when he's asking for the audit of the books of BharatPe, I think he's also trying to prove the point that there was absolutely nothing wrong with the company. In fact, he's saying it in his plea that when he was first asked to go on a leave, he says that it was a completely fabricated issue for which he was asked to go on leave, and that issue had nothing to do with how well the company was actually doing. So, to sum it up, Ashneer Grover is definitely fighting back. The only question is the NCLT listening? Is the NCLT in favor of all the arguments put forth by Ashneer Grover and his legal team? We'll have to wait.
All right. And so far, remember, Ashneer Grover is also battling a variety of allegations. Yes. Some of these allegations pertain to mismanagement of the company. Also, allegations of money that was taken away from the company, redirected to his personal wealth, to add to his personal wealth, to some of the channels that were created only to fund his personal income. So let's go back to what BharatPe has alleged. BharatPe has alleged that there was essentially mismanagement at the company. He was at the helm of affairs. The money was routed from the company to his personal accounts. There's also been an FIR in that matter, where money laundering allegation to the tune of 80 crore rupees, ED has now filed a charge sheet. So some of these allegations, it looks like they are, there's a match here as to which of these allegations will be true or false, but BharatPe essentially suggesting that the founder here was not in the right and therefore he had to go and he was pushed out.
Right, and the founder here saying that it is the board which is problematic, and when you have somebody like Rajneesh Singh on the board who had conflicts of interest, as he was being part of so many boards apart from BharatPe, so look, the arguments have been flying back and forth. I think as far as this Wednesday morning is concerned, for now, the only update that we can tell people is that it's Ashneer Grover's salvo against the board of directors at at BharatPe. And as you're rightly giving out, the analogy is of Sam Altman. And it was the same thing. It was a board that took a unanimous call to send the founder and the CEO out of the company and saying that, like, he is not good for the company for the way forward. And we all know what happened, and in the whole thing, and then the board had to go out eventually.
Absolutely.
So we'll have to wait and watch what really pans out in the Ashneer Grover and BharatPe saga.
All right,
Shweta.
it appears that another board of directors versus founder saga is playing out in India. Whether it will go the Sam Altman way, we don't know, but obviously a playbook there that Ashneer Grover seems to be drawing inspiration
The
from.
Dogla Pun playbook, if I may.
The Dogla Pun playbook, to sum it right.